All right, guys, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. Back again to talk about the, what's going on in my mind with the Sebastian Rogers case. Look at that light coming through my window, guys. That's a pretty cool effect. Anyway, now that's natural. I think edited right there. That's pretty cool. Anyway, going to talk about some stuff that I've seen, some chatter that I've seen and heard, and just basically kind of what's on my mind with the case. So I've heard some shocking behavior has been exposed on the Bowersocks and some people related to them. Apparently Nina's oldest daughter, or older daughter, shared some very concerning behavior on the Bowersocks and Chris Proudfoot. She said that the Bowersocks were planning on basically, allegedly destroying Nina. Pretty vindictive, huh? Now, and again, this is just coming from Nina's older daughter, allegedly. Apparently, she made a post or something like that, and man, I guess it took YouTube by storm. I don't know if any of y'all seen it or not, but I'm breaking it down for you. If you hadn't heard it, I'm breaking it down for you. Just the good parts of it. Again, she said the Bowersocks were planning on destroying Nina. The Bowersocks allegedly had papers served on Nina and took the kids at some point. The oldest daughter was very upset about that. Especially after she knew that the Bowersocks were planning on trying to destroy Nina and Nina's family. Basically, Nina and her daughters, her kids. Let's see here. Nina's daughter remembers seeing a ball bat being held up to her mom while at the Bowersocks. So that's some concerning behavior right there. I'm sure Nina didn't have a ball bat in her hand. She probably didn't have a knife. Probably didn't have a weapon at all. But the Bowersocks allegedly had a ball bat. And I guess allegedly making it known to, threatening Nina with it. You know what I mean? Her older daughter said that she was, afraid for her mom's safety after the ball bat incident, during the ball bat incident. And she explains this very, very well. She remembers the color of the ball bat. I didn't bother to mention that, but she remembers the color of the ball bat. And guys, this is stuff that the Bowersocks, this is like mental stuff. This mentally messed up this girl. It mentally, and this ain't the only thing she talks about. So the Bowersocks allegedly mentally messed up this little girl with what they were doing. The scars are there. You can't get rid of them. She says they lied on Nina to gain custody of her, or they lied on Nina to gain custody of her little sister, is what she said in the post. Then she said at some point, I guess they met to do an exchange with the kids or whatever, and it got pretty tense and heated, and someone, I guess, named Melissa, that's related to the Bowersocks or Chris Proudfoot, something like that. Someone named Melissa said to put the truck in reverse and just run her over, meaning Nina, allegedly. So you've got someone brandishing a ball bat to Nina. You got allegedly the Bowersocks brandishing a ball bat to Nina per you know, Nina's oldest daughter. And then you got someone, you know, associated or related to the Bowersocks telling either the Bowersocks or Chris Proudfoot to run over Nina, to put it in reverse and run over her. That, guys, that's some pretty bad behavior. That's concerning behavior. So that's what I've seen kind of floating around, some chatter on and stuff like that. Again, it falls back to suspicious behavior. You know what I mean? I mean, you never heard of Seth going at anybody with a ball bat. You never heard Seth, you know, someone telling Seth to run over somebody with his truck. It's just some concerning behavior, guys. And speaking of that, I've seen also where there's some chatter about, well, the police are probably looking at all the parents, or some people even think all the parents may be involved with Sebastian's disappearance. And I don't think so. And let me tell you why. If all the parents had something to do with it, I don't think they'd be pointing fingers at each other. I don't think Seth, like if Seth and Katie and Chris were in on this together, I don't think Seth would come out publicly and say that he thinks Katie may have overdosed Sebastian and killed him if they were all working together. Because if you're all working together, you don't do that, right? It's like we got to protect each other to get away with the crime, to get away with what we done. We can't turn on each other to get away with it. Because if we turn on each other, you might as well, you know, you're cutting your own neck. So that's why I think that, you know, the whole idea of every one of them is involved in Sebastian's disappearance. You know, Chris, Katie, and Seth. I can't run with that, just because the fact is, you know, the behavior. You know, I mean, if Seth and Katie and Chris were in cahoots with Sebastian's disappearance, why would Seth blame Katie for killing him, accidentally overdosing him? I can't, you know, based on the behavior of Chris, Katie, and Seth, I can't run with, you know, it was planned between all three of them. I can't run with that, you know, based on all their behavior. So anyway, guys, that's what I got for you. So again, you know, just to recap, Nina's oldest daughter exposed some shocking behavior on the Bowersocks, and some girl named Melissa that's either related to them or associated with them. Drop your comments if you've heard this, and what you think of it. You know, a ball bat being brandished at Nina. You know, whoever this Melissa girl is, telling somebody to run her over. Man, this has put some mental scars in Nina's older daughter, and she finally came out and wanted to be heard. I was looking at some comments, and you know, people are like, this girl wants to have her story heard. You know, she needs to have her story heard and tell her version of what all was going on behind the scenes. And boy, did it paint a bad picture for the Bowersocks and whoever this Melissa woman is, and also Chris, allegedly. So, you know, it's all this stuff came from Nina's older daughter. You know, I'm just telling you guys what she said in a post. The post is really long. That's the reason why I was just hitting the highlights in it. I didn't want to, spend forever on here reading it, word for word. But again, I mean, they left some pretty, emotional and mental scars in Nina's older daughter. And for her to witness that, I mean, yeah. And again, let me know what you guys think about, my theory on all three of them not being in cahoots in Sebastian's disappearance. Because I just can't get on board with that, because it's just the way Seth, threw Katie under the bus about, he basically gone here and says, one of his theories is Katie overdosed Sebastian. So, I mean, if they were in cahoots with each other, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't throw Katie under the bus and all that stuff. So, again, Sebastian Rogers went missing under the watch of Katie Proudfoot. Katie Proudfoot had Sebastian and was taking care of him when he went missing. You've got to start there, okay, and then work your way out. But at the end of the day, Sebastian went missing under Katie's watch, and by her behavior, a lot of people think that there's a lot of suspicion there based on her behavior. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you liked what I talked about. If you did, give it a like, share it. And if you hadn't subscribed, do that. Love to have you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a good one.